Oh, I didn't see you there. Hey, everybody. My name is Grayson Driver Wood. We're back again with another episode of the Esports Experience, this time featuring some pretty presidential guests. This is the presidential experience. You guys have seen these people on the podcast before. We will introduce them again just for shits and giggles. You want to go ahead? No, sorry. Women first.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, Graham, go ahead.
Chivalry is not dead.
um,
That was a layup, and it wasn't even good. Go ahead.
Anyway, my name is Kara Chiswell. Some may know me as Big Oat. I'm the current president of GMU Esports for about 2.5-ish, 3 more weeks before I pass it on to the lovely person on my right.
I'm Graham Harper, Ripsticks. I currently run the Smash scene, but next semester I'm glad to get out of it. And I love Smash, but it takes a toll, man. So I get to be president next semester, which is super sick.
You're exchanging one mental drain activity for another.
Yeah.
So at least it's a change of scenery, right?
At least I get my Fridays back.
Well, not for the meeting. Well, it depends on when the meetings are, right?
Yeah, it's whenever we find time.
Yeah, between all the leadership.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Grayson Driverwood. I do nothing around here except talk and complain, which is kind of the same thing.
Which is perfect for the podcast.
Yeah, no, exactly. I do it well. You know, everybody has a role in this organization, and I do my job, and I'm happy doing it. That's what matters. And that's what matters in life. Because if you're not happy where you're doing in life, nothing else matters. Now, speaking of nothing else matters but this podcast right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
So let's just break it down. You know, let's get the coffee roasting. Let's get the water boiling, as some would say. What's going on in your guys' life?
I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley recently.
So, Graham. It's just too easy. But yeah, seriously, Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley. Been playing a lot of Stardew Valley. It's very calming because, Valorant Act is ending in like a week and a half and my rank is plummeting. Overwatch new season just started and my rank is plummeting.
Yeah, you need to get away from ranks to really reset yourself mentally. I get that.
Absolutely. So, I'm on like 4 different farms right now, thriving, living my best life, fishing every day. And I am so relaxed and calm.
Well, that's amazing to hear. I'm proud of you. You know, relaxation is very helpful for the mind, body, and soul, especially being president of GMU Esports for just a few more weeks. Graham, what are you doing to relax, take some load off? Like, what's going on in your world, man?
It's a lot of homework, a lot of exams,
Happy
the occasional
finals.
Stardew Valley, and the even more occasional League.
Wow.
And then, actually, the last week and a half, I've been practicing Smash again because I want to get to the game again because I took like a year break. This whole semester I haven't played.
Really? Like not entering any BMSs or anything?
I entered like some of them, like half of them.
Yeah.
I just don't have time to like practice and play. But as of like the last week and a half, I'm actually putting the time in again. So
back on the grind.
We'll
you're
see.
gonna be attending any weeklies? Gonna be where you just putting time in because you want to? Like
I want to become where I was. Because I used to be like decently good, but better. I don't know. I just want to be better. So I'll be going to more tournaments over the summer, definitely. Weeklies and all that good stuff. But Student Summit's the first thing that I get to play in.
Wow, you want to, great transition. I was actually going to talk about that. You want to delve into that a little bit, Graham? Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so this Saturday we have one of the big Smash events we do every year, every other semester. Student Summit, where we invite the 12 top students of the semester, and then 4 of them are kind of raffled between other students that are usually still higher ranked. And then it's an all-day event where they're playing round robins against each other and then a bracket against each other. We have side events. I think we're going to do a blindfold tournament.
Oh, wow.
I think we might be doing a Kahoot and just other stuff like that. There's a bunch of fun things. It's like a full 12-hour day. And it's a lot of fun.
Sounds like you're taking a page out of the Summit books, right?
Yeah,
I'm
literally.
assuming with the name.
Yeah,
just a lot of great vibes, great games.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we need something like that for CS, but I'll save you guys from the CS talk for now. All right, we'll save that for later.
You don't talk about Wingman?
Like I said, I'll save it for later.
Oh,
but
my bad.
No, it's fine. You brought it up. You opened up the can of worms.
Yeah.
CS, if you're interested, CS is doing another Wingman tournament like we did last semester. Bring a friend. You have to be a GMU student. The other friend does not need to be a GMU student. It's a $5 entry fee per person, so there's actually a prize pool, winner takes all. We're doing a double elimination bracket. You can find the specifics in the CS announcements channel on Discord. Get involved. It's a lot of fun. It's all on LAN. It's all streamed, casted. It's going to be a great day. A long day. Speaking of the day, it's going to be Sunday the 28th of April, I think, so coming up in just over a week's time, starting at, like noon or something maybe. It's going to be fun. Be there or be square. show the GMU CS community that you have what it takes to be good at the game with a friend. You don't need a full 5v5. It's just
Looking for
two.
a partner. Looking for a partner.
I got you. Just kidding.
Oh.
Actually, no, I competed last time. I could compete again.
You know, I actually was talking
We did the
to
Valorant thing, though.
Oh.
Valorant.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I was saying, I was talking to our dear friend Zappat yesterday, and he's actually like Prestige or Premier, whatever the one that
actually?
starts with P is, in CS now because he doesn't play Overwatch anymore.
And so he chooses to spend his time on Premiere? Or
In CS,
CS?
yeah. And so, if you're looking for a partner, I feel like he plays the game more than
Patrick's
I do.
my partner. And
I was like
everything.
Gold Nova too. It was,
Love
it was
that
not
guy.
great.
Patrick the GOAT, as some would say, right?
Yeah. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Patrick.
Happy birthday, Patrick.
We're sending some virtual candles, some virtual cake over your way. With that being said, I guess, what else is on the horizon for GMU Esports? Actually, the elephant in the room. Like I said, the presidential experience.
Yeah.
I know we have one president in the room, but is there another president amongst our ranks?
We already talked about it.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, because when we introduced ourselves.
Oh, okay, whatever. Well, this
Yeah.
guy, I'll break the ice. This guy's president. Sorry, I'm blocking you off. Hey, Graham is our president in
For next semester.
next semester, fall 24 at the very least. A hard fought title to take, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
What's on the horizon for you? What's the next semester looking like?
I don't know. Because it's actually like really weird because I've talked to Chris and Nick about it. We're changing a lot of the structure of esports, so we don't really know what the role of the president is going to be. It's definitely still going to be like an oversee of leadership, still like managing all the meetings and all that stuff, and probably all the non-premier games and stuff. But it's going to be weird figuring out where the president fits in because it's just such a drastic change.
Yeah.
Do you expect more responsibility will fall onto the heads of the individual managers, maybe the AD himself? Like, do you have any idea or an inkling what that breakdown will be?
Yeah, I think that the individual managers themselves are going to have more responsibilities, at least like the three premier managers. But past that, I mean, Chris is definitely going to be taking on a lot of work where it's his first like full year into esports and already having like his toes like kind of dived in. And yeah, so it's definitely going to be, I think that there's going to be a lot of more work overall, but we've gotten a lot better at doing it. So while there's more work, it might take less time because if we're just more efficient. We've just learned what doesn't work from the last like 5 years.
Yeah,
so.
we've had quite the runway of experience
Yeah, we
to
have.
guide us, right? Now, Kara, comparing the future of GMU Esports for the presidential responsibilities, is this like maybe not a much needed change, but like, do you think that the changes Graham said are better for the organization? Like, from your perspective as an outgoing president, what's the future like for you, or like in your view of the organization?
Yeah, so a while ago, I asked some of the leadership team moving forward, I was like, okay, has me as the president been helpful to you? Like, do you think you still need a president? Is this something that you actually benefit from? And overall, most of the team said that they did benefit from a president, but the role definitely is changing to focus a lot more on the community and the overall face and experience of GMU esports instead of being hands-on in all of the games, especially since we're restructuring everything. I think it's a good place for the president to be focusing more on the overall because there's so many what ifs about the new game structure. For those who don't know, we're moving to 3 varsity games, 4 premier games, and the rest will be non-premier. And those all come with a slew of changes of where's our money going, where are tryouts going, do we have the manpower to keep facilitating some teams? And those are all really important questions. And I think that while the managers are going to have to work on a lot of that with the assistant director, it's good to have a solid base within the president that's focusing on the day-to-day upkeep of GMU esports.
Yeah. No, and I think that's kind of like Smash, I feel like is just a smaller GMU esports, and I feel like I've learned a lot just through it. And that's kind of what the role became, is it's less of like actually doing the things and making like being in people's lives and making sure that they're doing stuff, and more of just making sure things happen and making sure that people like know what they're doing. At least you don't have to like help doing it, but like just I don't know, kind of like managing the day to day and just making sure like everything is just like kind of there.
I mean, at the very least, I mean, you won the position for a reason. You're obviously extremely qualified with your experience, and it's more like I guess my take on it is like less making sure specific things get done and more what are our goals, how do we accomplish those goals kind of deal.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it seems like there is, in my personal opinion, it seems like there's a bit of redundancy with the AD and the president, but I mean there's position and room for both positions, I guess, to grow and like be what's the word, not influential but like impactful for the
Yeah.
organization,
Yeah.
right? So
I think what I've found is that having the president as kind of a pathway between the students and the AD is really beneficial, because you have someone who understands the manager's problems and the students' problems and then is able to translate that into maybe the more administrative problems. Is just kind of able to be a go-between. And so I think that bridge between the two is really, really beneficial.
yeah, and it's a vital part of our organization. I can't tell you, we've had a president for as long as I can remember. Literally, it's since the beginning, right?
Yeah.
If there's one ask I have, Mr. Graham over here, it's that when you do become president, can you please prioritize like a unified brand, like
Yeah,
like
once we can change our brand, yeah.
no,
I
I'm
got
not
you.
saying changing it, but like our Twitter our Twitter, it changes. Yeah, we have the hashtag Patriots Rise. When's the last time we used that on a single tweet? I don't know.
It's a hashtag.
Apparently,
Oh.
I know. I thought it was
Okay.
something else around here, but but it's like I just want to see this program grow,
Yeah.
and like you see other brands, especially more professional brands, it's like you know what to expect with every tweet. The match reports are the same. Obviously very nitpicking kind of deal, but it's like that little stuff goes a long way in the eyes of the casual viewer, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So just
100%. And like the media is not the only thing. There's a lot of things that just if you have consistency, grow significantly faster and
without a doubt.
significantly better than if you don't. And I don't know what I was talking about it with, but there's just some examples that like BMS does every single week, and we're able to stay like super alive. But if we were to do it just like once a month or like randomly throughout, like it would just be really hard to get the interest and get the people doing it.
Yeah.
So consistency just across the board with social media obviously would be super helpful. And I would assume that there's a lot more aspects that we need to make more consistent, more like streamlined kind of.
And I have no doubt that will come with time
Yeah.
and experience, especially. But I mean, we're clearly prepping ourselves for the next, I guess the future of GMU esports. So, just me standing on my soapbox, me complaining, me providing feedback. It always goes a long way, right? With that being said, I guess is there anything that you in particular want to do or see or change within the program just right off the bat? And then don't worry, Tara. We'll come back to you. Don't worry.
No, it's fine.
So I've been really good friends with both Hussein and Kara, the last two presidents, so I've kind of seen what they have done. Hussein was able to just kind of grow the program from where it was, and Kara took on a more like fixing the program role to get it into a spot for the future.
Mhm.
So I feel like coming in, my goal is to use what the past people have done and just grow with it, because we have all the stepping stones in place now. We have everything that we need, all the tools. We just have to do it. So getting that consistency, of course, and then just making sure that the program grows. I want more in-person events with throughout the games. I think that that's one of the best ways for the players to like interact and for a community to form. And I want just more people, more interaction, more clicks, more everything. So just more, I guess.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the sky's the limit, right?
Yeah.
And considering that we are the esports program for Virginia's largest public university, we got like 40,000 employees.
Yeah, something like that.
There's a lot of potential growth here, which is honestly one of the most exciting parts about this program. We're not going anywhere. GME Esports is only on the come up, as they say.
Yeah.
Now, Tara, I want to pass the ball to you. Based on what Graham identified for the future steps, we obviously have a great foundation, and thanks part to you. Thank you, appreciate it. Great president, by the way. Is there anything that you try to emphasize during your time as president? You said what, two semesters now?
2 semesters.
2 semesters.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you tried, really in your day-to-day or an agenda, an overarching goal that you really tried to implement and like give this program to give it a better step for the future?
Yeah, I think I really wanted to focus on like 2 things. The first was just how do we get more games to kind of be in the forefront, because obviously we are esports, and although our community is a really big part of it, we had a lot of students that wanted to get more involved, compete more, bring in more games. And so that's something that I really wanted to do, was find a way to get every student involved. And so I focused on a lot of the non-premier games. I think this was probably our best non-premier year that we've had, between Apex making their premier league in Octane and Splatoon going to their first LAN, coming in second. Omega Strikers play second in multiple LANs. They've been invited to play at DreamHack. So I think that this has probably been our best non-premier
Oh, without
season
a doubt.
ever, and I think that that is really encouraging for students that might want to start a community, start a game, get more involved, and compete. Because esports, I mean, go out and compete. You don't even have to be good. Like I play on one of the Overwatch teams. I'm not good at all, but it's fun. Like the experience is fun. The friends that I've made have been amazing. And so I wanted to focus on that as well as kind of just like the professionalism and upkeep of esports. I'm a PR major, so public perception is really important to me. How do other schools see us? How does the ecosystem see us? How are we, our standings are one thing, like we might be top 16, but now what do we do that we do have all these eyes on us? Now that we are second
Yeah.
in CS2, other schools are watching, other programs are watching. And so I've really wanted to focus on making us a really good role model and example for other programs, making us truly one of the best programs in Virginia, in the nation, dare I say, in the world of collegiate esports. So I think that's been really important to me, is kind of just elevating us to the next level. And I think Graham's going to do a great job of taking it further.
And to talk on that, I think that in the last semester or two, especially, we've kind of just grown our image a lot. Like more people know about us, more people see about us. I was in Smash, and I specifically know that now that we have a team finally, other people are damn, they're actually good. Like everybody knows that there's BMS or whatever, but it goes to show, and with CS doing super well, and then Rocket League's been doing well, Omega Strikers doing well. I mean, there's just a lot of games doing well, and it's just giving our community more spotlight, which I think is really good to see.
And at the end of the day, it all comes down to the players and their investment in the program. Because if they don't care about what they're doing, they're not going to do well, right?
We're not here without them.
Yeah, exactly.
To be honest, I
No,
have
the
no job.
The players in the community carry us. That's why we do it. That's what we do it for. And that's probably the most vital part of any esports organization, college, collegiate or not, right? And I did want to touch on that. You guys might know this. I started back in fall 2019 with the program, right? I'm an old head around these parts. It doesn't really feel. Yeah, no. Tell me about it, man. But it's when I started. Sure, we had a good CS team. Sure, Rocket League wasn't where it was, but we were just a club esports organization, right? We were just a couple of people who gamed. We had a horrible logo and we didn't even have PCs on campus, right? And now here we are with closing in on 1,000 followers on Twitter, over 1,000 on Twitch. To say it's been anything less than astronomical is kind of lying, because it has been, especially considering the time frame. But it's like a rising tide lifts all boats, right? And with one team's success, then more people get interested from other games, and then that game might pop off, like we saw with the Mega Strikers and other games. And then that just boosts it boosts everything within GMU Esports, and it's continuing that trend of growth and being competitive in every single game that we enter, and that's ultimately the goal in my mind. And I know it warms my heart to see such an organization do so well, and hopefully we'll be better off in the future. But that's just my little warm rant about GMU Esports. But I guess I just wanted to. We aren't really pressed for time, right? This is more just a casual. I don't have any notes or anything with me, right? We're just sort of shooting the shit, right? I guess I wanted to pivot a little bit into what So I wanted to delve a little bit into the organizational changes. If you guys are cleared to talk about it, I'm assuming you are, right? So you mentioned that we had 3 varsity games, 4 premier games, and then the rest of our games, competitive titles, are non-premier games. You guys want to let the people at home know, sort of just a TLDR, an overview, sort of what these changes mean and how they will impact their competitive games, I guess.
Yeah. So we are moving into a tiered structure for GMU Esports. Right now, we just have premier games, non-premier games. Premier games get $500 a semester in scholarship at the moment. They get paid coaching. They get a travel budget. They get a paid manager to take care of them. And the non-premier games still get resources, but not to the same extent. We enable them to compete at the varsity level in things like NACE, or we help them sign up for other leagues. We help them go to LANs if it's possible. And so it's kind of where's our money going? Because obviously money doesn't go on trees. It's kind of where's our time and resources going versus not. But moving forward, we're moving into the tiered structure where games have the ability to shift around, gain funding, lose funding, based on how popular they are, how the game itself is doing. We know a lot of games often hit a struggle period where people don't even want to play the game, Call of Duty. And
Firing shots.
Overwatch, yeah.
Overwatch is fair. That's a good shout.
Omega Strikers.
No, they're doing great. Hey, don't diss the Omega Strikers eyes.
Hey, my bad.
They gained a new fan after Leadership Legion. That is a fun-ass game.
Hey, I'm saying you guys were lucky that I was not there to play that game.
Dude,
I would have gone insane.
You were cooking. You were
I was
absolutely
cooking.
You were cooking. You were over here, Jeremy Allen White and the Bear. You were a
Literally.
demon with it.
Yeah. So we're going to have varsity games on the
Yeah,
top.
yeah, yeah.
To
So
to
the
bring
new
us
structure,
back
the
in.
new
Yes,
structure, yeah.
bring us back in. We'll have varsity games on the top. These are the games that get scholarships, they get paid coaching, they get to compete at the highest level, and they truly are our highest level of competitors. Then we have our premier games. This is 4 games that used to be premier or still premier. They will not be receiving the same level of monetary funding, but they will still be supported with the ability to travel, compete at the varsity level, and have the opportunity to gain funding as they move up and improve and do really well over season to season. And then our non-premier games are staying roughly the same, mostly just intramural club kind of games and sports, and they can form their own teams. They can compete to whatever level they can. We support them if we have the resources, but overall, they are just more for fun and grassroots. And of course, if they do well, they can be bumped up to premier and then maybe varsity and start ruling the roost a little bit.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to touch on, especially from my perspective as Counter-Strike manager. Like, we got bumped down to premier. I looked at ain't too good. Our team's a little bit falling apart, but the best part is that, like, if we have a resurgence in form, or any other team has a resurgence in form, that it's not like the door's closed. Because in the past, it took me like 3 semesters just to get CS a premier game, right? And now we have one good semester. The community is thriving. We have an event that brings in 20, 30 people or whatever, and we're back on the radar, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot more forgiving, I'd feel, like flexible, and it's determined pretty much after every semester now,
Yeah.
right? So we holistically review all the games, all the communities, see how they're doing competitively or as a community as well. And make our decisions from there. Now, I wanted to ask you guys this. How often, now obviously we can't expect the future. We can't predict the future. I'm not expecting every game to move every tier, every semester, right? That's a little bit ridiculous, right? But if you had to guesstimate, what is like, what would you say is like a fair number of games to be moved up and down? Like if I'm not expecting like varsity games to really go anywhere, right? But do you foresee maybe a team having like a really good semester and then they get promoted? Like, how many teams do you think will be shuffled around in the coming semesters? Let's just start with this first one.
Yeah. I think eyes are definitely on CS2 and Overwatch. Both have had really good seasons and both have had some questionable seasons. So between the two of them, I think those are the premier games to keep an eye on. Not only are they just really good, both are top 16 in NACE. You guys are top 8? Top 4?
NACE, we got top 8, but
Top
we
8.
kind of choked a little bit, so
That's okay.
I wouldn't put too much stock in it
But
personally.
both are really strong competitive teams that are just going through some graduations, some who are transitioning out of wanting to play esports. But I think that they have really good potential to move up and down. I think the goal is to try to move one game up, hopefully within the next 2 semesters, within the next year, maybe by fall. Graham, what are your thoughts?
I think that the first semester we're not going to see much change. I think it's going to take a little bit for the system to get moving and like for people to like just trust it, I guess. But the one thing that I think is really good about this is it's very future proof. So if let's say we got a shit ton more funding, maybe we get a 4th varsity game or we get a 5th premier game. It's very easy to change for the future. Or if, let's say, a new game comes out, Riot Games makes their fighting game and it becomes like the best thing ever, then it's really easy for that game to just pop in there and then rise up.
Yeah.
Like, so it's really future proof, which is exactly what we needed because we've changed our system too many times in the past.
Yeah.
Too many
3 years.
times.
Yeah, it seems like every year it's just something new,
I think
some
it
new
has
position.
been every year.
Yeah. Hey, but at the end of the day, adaptation and
Yeah, exactly.
we're just figuring out what works and what doesn't work, right? We're literally starting us as esports isn't going anywhere, and we've only been a thing for like 4 or 5 years now, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, we're just setting ourselves up for the future. Speaking of the future, Graham, you want to give some inspired words for the community of esports let the people know what you have planned on the horizon. Maybe an inspiring speech for them.
An inspiring
You know, you are a
speech?
president. You are a president now. You're gonna have to get used to public speaking.
She's
So,
never had to do an inspiring speech.
yeah, maybe we'll have an inspiring
Well, I
outgoing
was-
speech for
I
her.
mean,
She has
to
to
be-
teach me because she's like the old
Yeah.
president.
Yeah,
Well, to be fair, I was already on the competitive public speaking team, so I didn't really
okay.
need
Yeah,
much
I'm
training.
a
yeah. Friends
Smash
as kids.
player,
They always
so-
let you know that they're friends as kids.
I'm
Yeah.
a Smash player, so it's not my finest
Oh.
position. But yeah, esports. I don't know. I did a couple research things on it, and it's a very volatile community.
To say the least.
Collegiate, even more so than normal esports.
Yeah.
So being a part of it is scary. But having seen how well Game Mason did last semester compared to the one before it, having seen how well our teams are doing, our programs doing, our just community as a whole is doing, I don't know. It's really positive looking into the future. That we can host more events way easier. We can have more community. If we do Game Mason again, like we did, it can be even bigger. Or even if it's not bigger, like that was still insane.
Yeah.
So it's definitely moving in the right direction, and to see consistently us moving up in one of the most volatile
Industry, maybe?
industries, yeah, that's the word, is really good to see, because it's very hard to be consistent in an industry like this. And we see things like what is it? What's the one that buys all their players? What college?
Fisher.
Fisher?
We see Fisher right now.
Yeah, a little bit in the doldrums, some would say.
They're having their issues, and then there's other schools that have their issues that fade in and fade out and everything. But yeah, I think that it's definitely looking positive towards the future with how consistent we are. Even if it's not growing fast, the slow growth is exactly what we need to build a strong community in the future.
Well said. You've inspired me with hope and passion for the future. Hopefully, I'll be manager next year, so we can continue working well.
Yeah, you have to talk with me about that.
Hey,
later.
I have one more day. I have one more day to get my application, and I haven't decided yet.
You should at least apply. If you don't want it, don't take it.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow, that's
this
so
is
real.
for everyone else too.
I just
Make
like
sure you
wasting people's
apply
time.
if you're even thinking about it.
Do it.
Yeah.
I gotta say the managerial landscape for Counter Strike ain't looking too hot. But yeah, it's the way she goes sometimes. Someone will pop up, right?
Life happens.
Other games are looking very solid. A lot of applicants for all the other games, but obviously the more the merrier. The bigger.
Smash, I was surprised. There's a lot of people that are that I did not expect to go for the role that are going for the role.
Smash is a premier varsity.
Premier.
Varsity.
Varsity.
Varsity,
What's
wow.
the top one? Varsity.
Varsity, yeah,
Varsity.
yeah.
Whatever
It-
the top one is. Smash
Yeah,
is
of course.
there.
Of course, you guys are just naturally up there. I get
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Well, I guess we'll just. Is there anything else you guys want to delve into about your time as president or your upcoming presidential experience? Because I kind of want to talk about some esports news, some recent stuff.
Yeah.
But if there, I'll keep the floor open. If there's anything you guys want to interject or anything, please feel free. 3, 2, 1, going.
All right,
I
let's
got-
move on.
All right,
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
nothing.
I
No,
love
that's fine. I
esports
know-
news. I love
Esports.
Twitter.
See, it's funny because we say it's esports news, but half the time it's just Aiden telling us about a new video game TV series.
Well, I saw what he was looking at. There was
Yeah, no, this guy.
XQC
Hey, yo, what's
This
that?
guy is
Is that
not. This guy is
Fallout,
not
the
cooking.
new video game TV series?
They've had like 2 They've
Oh,
released.
did you guys
one
see that
No, I didn't.
Arcane's coming out? I
No.
think August 2024.
I thought that was already out.
No,
I
Arcane
thought it
season
was like
two.
November.
November. Yeah, November.
November.
We got the trailer.
Yeah.
The trailer like in January, but it's not coming out till August.
Kind of slept on.
Yeah, I think
Interesting.
August or November. I can't remember, but I'm super excited for it.
I've
Arcane
heard
never
it's gonna
watched
be
it.
so
sad.
good. The
I'm ready to
music
get
was
my
good.
heart torn out.
Okay, yeah. One of the voice actors said that the ending is like actually depressing, or not like super sad.
It just means that they're setting you up for a better season 3,
So, like,
right?
Yay,
Yeah.
Arcane!
And the last one was already sad, so I don't
November-
know how much.
Okay,
I'm so excited.
Arcane Season 2, next installment of this League of Legends story comes to Netflix in November of 2024. What, how many-
I love
How many
Caitlyn.
months is that? That's what, like 6, 4, 11, 7. Bang.
Wow.
I know my months. Math. Very
Yeah.
easy.
I need
So-
that immediately.
Kicking it right off the bat, Arcane, everybody's favorite League of Legends TV series adaptation. It's Netflix exclusive, right?
Yes,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. I know
It
my
was
stuff.
last time, and I was assuming it would still be.
it is still only on
Yeah,
Netflix.
it says story comes to Netflix in November 2024. See, I never watch it. You want to know what I've been watching recently? I got 30 minutes into Uncut Gems and decided I wanted to fall asleep. I'm not I'm not a big media guy, right?
Yeah, it's hard
Yeah.
for me to watch shows. Arcane is one of the very few that actually piqued my interest. It's just so well made, and I'm a Riot Glazer. I'll give it
Yeah.
up. But
D1.
everything that they do, it's just it's just on another level, and no game has been other than Riot. Like no game company has been able to replicate what they've done.
No, that's
Yeah.
and it's
completely
just
fair.
really cool to be a part of. So
now.
I gotta be honest, I was late to the Arcane trend. I cannot remember when the first when it first
Oh,
came
it was
out
like 2021 or something.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
It's
kind
I
been
of
a
didn't
while
watch
ago.
it
2021.
Yeah.
until this fall. No, not even.
2 months ago.
No, last
know.
spring. Last
Wow.
spring. I didn't watch until last semester because I just don't watch TV.
Yeah.
I have a
yeah.
really bad attention span, but Patrick got me to sit down and like actually watch it, and we like binged it together. Oh my god,
Really good.
so good,
So
dude,
good.
so good.
And then the music, like I listen
Oh
to the
my
music
God.
just daily. The music comes out of it
Yes.
is so good.
oh yeah,
See,
It's just so good.
I'm the opposite of you. I'm a Riot hater. So I saw it on my Netflix feed. I'm like, I can't watch this. It says League of Legends on it. I literally went out of the way, not interested on Netflix, right? I'm still holding my breath for a Counter-Strike animated
Yeah.
series, movie,
about what?
bombs, terrorists.
no,
you know,
no.
It's
Yeah,
pretty.
It's called
interesting.
James Bond, bro.
No,
That's
it's not. No,
what
it's
it's
not.
called.
No. That's more espionage. I'm talking real-time counterterrorism. All right, 5v5 Molotovs. Imagine
Yeah.
a smoke grenade in real life. Think about it. All right.
I feel like this is just any like war.
Wow,
movie
way
that's
to
ever been made.
generalize. Way to generalize the greatest FPS of all time.
Second greatest.
All right, can we end this podcast right now? By the way,
You're right. I think Fortnite is the greatest FPS of all time.
I said second greatest. I didn't even
Is
know what the
Fortnite even
greatest
an
was.
FPS?
You know, I watched
That's
a video-
third-person game. I'm
no.
Ugh.
Well, you can play no, it's I wouldn't. Count.
Ugh.
You know, I watched a video yesterday actually on TSM Myth. Do you remember that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently he's like chilling with like 60 viewers on YouTube now.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, hey, power to him. You know, he's happy. He got his bag.
He got
but
his
like,
bag,
but that the Fortnite that was 6 years ago. Fortnite, the big Fortnite, 2018.
Fortnite.
He was the biggest thing in Fortnite. Now he's
second
chilling.
biggest ninja.
Yo, speaking of Fortnite,
And, you know,
Avatar: The
I
Last
wa-
Airbender in Fortnite.
Is that actually that is a thing? They're also in Rocket League now. We actually
Yeah.
covered that last episode.
It's a
of the
big
Esports
day
Experience
for
podcast.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No, and then the Netflix series as well. I need to watch it, but I'm kind of lazy. And I just want to rewatch like the OG series first.
I actually rewatched the OG series. I haven't watched the new one yet. The
I
OG
watched the new
series
one.
is so good though.
It's so good, man.
And I watched
I-
Korra again. Korra's so good.
I didn't watch
I never got
Avatar:
into
The Last
Korra. Is it
Airbender
on
until
Netflix?
this summer.
Better late than never.
Yeah, I'm just like I
Korra-
said. I'm a little slow.
Every season
Patrick,
is,
maybe
is
watch
hit or
it.
miss for Korra.
Okay.
You'll
either
the
like it
third
or hate
season
it.
is just the best season like out of any Avatar thing ever. Like the third season is amazing. The fourth season's mid as fuck.
Oh,
The
perfect,
first season's
perfect.
pretty good, and the second
a bad
season's pretty
word.
good. But the
It's
third
okay.
season, bro, is actually like the best piece of like animated cinema that I've ever seen.
You're gonna
bro.
make me go home and watch Avatar now. This
Dude,
is
Yep.
insane.
It has
That's the
the
plan.
best story like ever.
Yeah,
It's
we're
actually
at-
insane.
We're actually watching Avatar on the podcast right now. We're totally not trying to get copyrighted, but you know, a live watch party of Avatar. But we have already hung up on this topic a little bit too long. Arcane season 2 coming out November 2024. We weren't even supposed to talk about this. It just got lumped into the conversation.
my
Yeah,
bad. On
Arcane.
me.
But yeah, no, it's okay. League of
My
Legends
Riot
player.
glazing ass.
Yeah, right. Laser. D1 edit, right? Let's keep it rolling on. We got a few more things we want to talk about, and another video game adaptation series, Fallout. Fallout.
I have not seen this.
Okay, so because it just released, I don't blame you.
The game's on sale for $5 right now.
Fallout 76. Good. It's a piece
I
of
don't
shit.
know about 76.
Fallout 4 is the
New
goat.
Vegas?
New
Or
Vegas is
4?
okay.
Something is on sale for $5 on Steam.
It's probably
So
4.
is this the first season that came out?
So the first season came out very recently, like within the
Okay.
past week or two, and I guess it was a resounding success because they've already greenlit the
yeah,
Wasteland
that's what I
for
was
season
saying.
2.
Is it's crazy that like season 1 comes out and then like 3 days later you
Oh.
say see you back in season 2.
I saw Aiden put this in the Lynch channel. I'm like, how is this real? Like, are you kidding me? We just talked about like it releasing like
Yeah.
last week. Okay, apparently
Yeah.
it did really well.
Oh, damn.
94% on the tomato meter, 88% audience score. Apparently it was a critical hit. Maybe I'll have to watch it. Maybe it's The Last of Us of 2024.
Maybe.
Last of Us was fire. Maybe
Last
this is
of Us
even
was
better.
good.
I also
But-
haven't seen that.
But then it's on Prime Video. I'm not a Prime Video guy. I'll be
Oh.
honest with you.
I
Maybe I'll have to sail the high
Prime
seas at some
Video,
point.
I think. I don't think I've ever watched
I leech
anything
off
on there.
like every different year I leech off a different person for Prime Video.
Yep.
It's either like my parents, my friend, like literally everybody but me.
You're
pays
that
for
guy?
it. Yeah.
No, that's
100%.
that's fair. That's me with my Netflix account. I just leech. It's so much fun. I don't have to pay for anything. I get free content. You should pirate things.
Pirate.
Pirate, not
Yeah.
pirate. If you want to be a pirate, there's those people as well. But pirate, illegally stealing content
Pirate?
for distribution, go for it. It's
Oh.
completely legal.
Oh.
What do you mean? Anyways, Fallout Season 2. Fallout
don't
Season
take
2.
legal
For
advice
legal
from this guy.
reasons.
For legal reasons, I'm
Um,
joking. But don't do it. Anyways, Season 2 Fallout.
Yeah.
Tune in. It's going to be really good apparently. November. What did it say when? Nope, just an announcement for Season 2. 3.9 million views. That is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
You know, maybe I'll have to watch that too. I'm just
Put it
gonna have
on
to
the
sit
list.
down and have a binge session
And
while I do
that's
my
what-
laundry.
The 18th. What's today? The 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally
Less than a
yesterday.
day.
Literally
Yeah.
yesterday.
Wow.
That's kind of insane, actually.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Fallout, for giving us more high-quality video game adaptation content. Now, this is a little bit more my speed. Everybody's... All right, so, we'll mute your mic for the time being, but it's okay. Everybody's favorite footballer turned professional CSGO player, Neymar Jr., with 220 million followers on Instagram, complaining on Instagram.
He moved while he was shooting.
No.
What did he think was gonna happen?
Can we dissect this clip a little bit?
He's walking while opping. He's not gonna hit that shot.
No, he's still
I know
scoped in.
better.
He's still scoped in.
That's not on him. That's literally not
It was
on him.
it was a little bit under the armpit, right?
That was just not on
He
him.
might be on some high-grade copium right
He
now.
might be on some
Yeah.
coke,
He might be on other illicit drugs that we're not allowed to
Like
talk
I
about
said,
on this podcast.
literally still strafing.
Well, no,
So
when
your
you,
That's
firing
fine.
error is gonna
okay,
be bad.
so if you know any, no, that went right onto the elbow.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
shouldn't have hit.
Yeah.
But when you're in Counter Strike, and so you can determine the accuracy of the op depending on the scope.
You see how it gets
If it's blurry right there,
and then it gets clear. And
so
blurry.
now that it's more or less clear, he should have mostly full
And right as he
accuracy.
shoots, it's fully clear. Like he has good accuracy.
Yeah.
But Op and
So
Valorant
you
is
can-
a lot less forgiving than CS.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If that red dot is in the center, you're good. But if not, like
Yeah, the
It's
Op
fine,
and
right?
Valorant, you move like
If
your
you
toe-
shift,
pinky
you're
toe,
done.
Like
You're done.
shooting the ceiling. Dog.
no,
I don't get it.
CS. I've seen people do some magical things
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
op in CS. Like
I love the Op and CS.
dude,
it's so fun.
you run around with a knife in game and some DM or rotate servers, and you just feel like prime Kenny S hitting your shots. But yeah, no. So back to the conversation. So this guy's complaining. 220 million followers. He's Brazilian, by the way. Not that it's of note. But yeah. So he's complaining, and he has the audacity to just tag CS:GO Dev in front of all his fans.
Just a dev, just random dev.
No, that's
Oh,
like
okay,
the dev
okay.
account right on Instagram.
yeah.
So he's asking
Me
for help.
personally, I would never.
I would. I've seen
Oh.
people complain to the
Oh.
CS:GO devs like maybe 3,000 followers, and they'll just get like an Office GIF reply, and that's it. CS devs are such trolls, man. They dropped an update on Tuesday, I think it was. It was 5 lines, and it was just random map fixes. Everybody's been waiting for 3 weeks for an actual update. Nah, fuck you, just 1 line. Not even. They did drop a 1-line update in the past, and then the following week they released the big update, but. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, so Counter-Strike clearly not fits. Neymar Jr. complaining. Everything is right in the world. I guess you guys are already bored with your ADHD, TikTok, Zoomer attention spans with the greatest FPS of all time. Are we ready to move on?
Yeah.
Second greatest.
Second greatest, first greatest. Keanu Reeves, everybody's favorite
Oh!
Cyberpunk 2077 character.
What?
He joins Sonic 3. I didn't even know they made a second movie as Shadow.
So
Has he-
I
Go ahead.
really, really, really like Sonic the Hedgehog.
So you have
this
a lot
is the
to
part
say.
where I tell you I also haven't seen any of the Sonic movies.
That's
I don't
impressive.
watch things. I cannot handle the attention span. I'll need to get on it. But Shadow the Hedgehog is my favorite Sonic character. I used to have a shirt that had Shadow on it. I think I lost it at Hugh Fest because I have not seen it since.
That's rough.
But yeah, this makes me so excited. I love Shadow. I'm gonna have to rewatch all the movies to prepare for this.
Do you think Keanu Reeves is like a good fit for the character of Shadow?
Yes.
No, it's obviously just gonna be voice acting, but like
Yeah. Is it the first time
Yes.
he's voice acted?
No, he did the
No?
voice
Video
actor.
games.
Yeah, he did the voice actor for Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And then other than that, I don't remember. I know he did one other thing. I just forgot. Maybe I'm just a little bit like
It's my goat.
stupid.
My goat Keanu.
Okay.
No, he's a good guy. It's a legitimately
Yeah.
good person.
No, he's actually sick.
If there's anybody number one Keanu Reeves Glazer, sorry, English
Keanu
difficult language,
Reeves.
it's me.
Nah, he single-handedly made the John Wick movies, like,
No, dude, John, they're so good.
and because he put so much work into learning
Yep.
everything about like his character and like how to do things. Dude, it's just he's such a person to be around. I've never been around him, but
He's
I
lending-
would assume so.
Yep, he says, it's not the first time he has lent his gravitas to a voiceover role. He played the
Toy
eponymous
Story
kitten
4.
in Keanu, Duke Kaboom in 2019's Toy Story 4, and Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Batman, in 2022's
But
DC
in
League of
yeah,
Super
in the
Pets.
League of Super Pets.
League of Super Pets.
Let's
so
go League of
so a
Super Pets.
C-tier DC movie, which are
Yeah.
already B-tier.
Previously
So this will be
played
his
the
biggest
a
role, though.
kitten.
Yeah,
Definitely
Let's
his biggest
go.
role.
I would say he's on the come up, but I'm pretty sure he's
I think
fairly
he-
at the
I think
top.
he's already at the top,
He's already up there, right?
Yeah.
But obviously
Higher.
I have no intention of watching Sonic 3, but maybe Keanu Reeves. It depends on the rest of the supporting cast. Maybe we'll have a GMU Esports watch party for Sonic 3. Is there any notice of like a release date or anything?
No.
December
Oh,
20th.
my bad.
December 20th. We should
That's
do a
not
little
too
bit of
far,
reading.
actually.
Yeah.
That's only the
Hey,
end of the
that's
year.
right after Arcane.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the binge possibilities
Arcane
are
into
there.
Sonic goes crazy.
That is kind of that's the new Barbenheimer, right?
when
Yeah,
I'm sad
Barbenheimer.
from
Uh-oh, we just lost
Arcane.
lighting. Guys, the power went out.
We weren't moving enough.
So, I'm happy to see Keanu Reeves get more work. He deserves it. He's a great actor and a great guy. Shadow, we'll see if this is like the same tier as like Jack Black as Steve from Minecraft.
Yeah, which I think we're gonna get into because I saw that on the.
No, perfect
Yep.
transition. Bang! Jack Black confirms he will play Steve in the live-action Minecraft
I didn't
The
movie.
fact that
No.
it's live action is crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't think that was gonna be-
until he had it up on the monitor, and I just like glanced at it. He looks like Steve. Like
He
doesn't
gives off
look
big
like
gives-
Steve,
yeah.
but I don't think that there's anybody else that looks more like Steve than he does.
This is so live action. So yeah, if you can't hear, if you're audio only, we're looking at Jack Black's trailer, which is smothered in Steve iconography from Minecraft. This is kind of insane.
I don't
What
know,
a god!
dude. I just don't know.
If there's anybody who can pull it off, it's Jack Black.
Yeah,
That guy's
I
a
don't-
legend.
Like look
Yeah.
at him. He's the closest thing you can get to Steve, I think.
He's the coolest person I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's
I
actually so
think.
cool.
I mean,
too.
he's really cool, but I don't know.
Have you got-
I'm very hesitant about a Minecraft movie.
Live action?
Live
Yeah,
action.
I don't
Live
know
action
about
is
live
not the play.
action.
It's probably cheaper than CGIing everything.
We'll just animate it. Like you
Well,
could
yeah,
do like
but-
a block style animation
Well,
if you pay your animators well.
hey, they have a vision and they're executing it. Apparently, it's supposed to come out like next year, right? Like about this time.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I-
mean, good for them,
I'll
I
ask
guess.
I'll ask you this: have you ever seen School of Rock?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
That's a good movie.
that is
There
such a
hasn't
good
been
movie.
a Jack Black movie that I haven't liked his character in.
That's facts.
He's
He's
just,
consistently a
he
great actor.
consistently knows his character and plays to his character. He was Bowser. He played that perfectly. He was like he just chooses or not. I don't think he chooses the character, but he's in the role and he just knows what to do.
Yeah.
Like he puts everything into
He makes it work every
Yeah.
single time.
We are #1 Jack Black fans right now.
Glazers.
Glazers, the best whoever did it. And I guess I've said this every single time this comes up on. This is at least the 5th time I've talked about this on the podcast, but I eagerly anticipate this movie being released.
Yeah, regardless if it's good or bad, it'll be
It's-
definitely a fun watch.
Oh, yeah.
A cultural watershed
Yeah.
moment, as some would say. But I
So
guess
true.
any closing thoughts on Jack Black to Steve? 3, 2, 1,
Can we
going,
get a
going,
song?
going. Can we get a song? I'm sure that there will
Will
be a
he
song
sing
in
in Minecraft?
Oh.
That's all
it. He
I
has been known to sing in the past, so I would not rule it out of the realm of possibility, right? But I guess let's keep it going. We got some other things. Okay, and a rally cry, an update regarding a team's participation
And
in
then they
Phase 3 of the
said
2023-2024 Rainbow Six Collegiate Championship. Another large collegiate esports organizer, Rally Cry, who CS got second in for their inaugural CS competition. Rally Cry received reports of the Rainbow Six roster that represented Fisher College in Phase 3 of the 2023-2024 R6 Collegiate Championship consisted of unauthorized players.
I'm not gonna lie, this sentence kind of eats, and I'll tell you why from a PR standpoint.
Yeah, Tom Major, let's go.
Because they didn't say Fisher College's team because they
represented-
weren't students.
Wow, that is kind of insane. That's a great distinction, actually.
It's just players that are representing Fisher, but they're not authorized, so they're not actually
Yeah,
It
that
can't be
they,
the Fisher College team.
Yeah, they literally.
That's
they
that's
split-
on good writing.
Yeah, they know what they doubt a lawyer or someone with experience to draft us.
Oh,
This
100%.
is impressive, right? Quote: After consulting with Ubisoft, is it Ubisoft or Ubisoft? Be
Either
real.
one. People say
Ubisoft.
both.
Ubisoft Esports, because they're French, right? Ubisoft. That sounds more
Yeah,
French.
yeah.
And working alongside Fisher College's esports department, the aforementioned roster. I'm not reading all of this. They will
Banned.
be penalized with disqualification from Phase
They're
3.
getting their money taken.
Prizing deductions. These deductions will be redistributed evenly amongst second, third, and fourth placements. The school itself will remain eligible, though, to compete in future seasons because of their cooperation. So, Fisher, you fuck around, you find out.
I think this is just. I mean, Fisher has been in the college esports news for the past month.
Oh, they are not
and
getting
nothing
any good
has
press.
been positive. And I cannot imagine the PR team working on that because, I mean,
Yeah, don't
I
apply
just-
for that job.
everything has been negative in the past month, and it's like, dang.
How do you? So perfect. From a presidential point of view, this goes to either of you. How would you navigate this situation if you were Fisher? Do you just own up to it and say, "Hey, we'll work better," or
I'm a big fan of own up to it mentality. Own up, apologize, take the fall from grace. If your program is as good as it is, you'll be able to rebuild. But I mean, it's your program at the end of the day. I think honestly, I would have preferred to not even been in this situation.
Yeah,
I think it's really
exactly.
important that your entire leadership team, your coaches, your managers, all know what's going on in each other's games. Like, I know what's going on in Smash for the most part, roughly. But it's one of those things I would know if suddenly we had somebody random competing for GMU.
yeah?
So I think it's one of those, like, you have to own up to it at that point, because clearly not everybody was on the same page with what was going on. And you have to be. Like, that is where good organization and management starts, is like the good communication and understanding of like what the ethics and values and rules for your organization are, and then do you uphold them? Is your management good? I don't know. It's a mess, and I'm actually interested to see what the Fisher College like management or leadership team looks like.
Yeah,
Just
like
because, like, how has this happened with multiple games now?
Now, I've seen multiple games thrown around a lot. I've only heard about the R6 stuff. Is there other instances of ringing or ineligible players? Can you elaborate on what games or what competitions?
Call of Duty, right? I think they had another issue.
Smash is borderline.
Yeah.
We have they just have like an actual 4 top 100 players.
Yeah.
Who I guess are technically in college, but I don't know if that's one credit. I don't know what it is, because they're not in the varsity premier. They're in the open premier.
Okay.
So you can play from wherever.
You can play from wherever, and you don't have to be taking like 9 or 10, 12
It's a lot
credits.
more.
Yeah, it's a lot more lax.
Yeah.
So they're like borderline. I think they're chill, but you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially two things. One, at least Fisher looks like they cooperated with Rally Cry.
Yeah.
They released a statement earlier today saying, hey, in rebuttal to the NACE sanction, right? They're asking, hey, can we get our membership back, please? That, remains to be seen, right? But one thing I wanted to emphasize is, like, it starts somewhere. Like, if you have any bad apples in your organization, like, if you're good, if you actually care, you'll get them out. Like, this is not acceptable for any level of competition, much less collegiate and
100%.
burgeoning industry,
I mean,
right?
this is also going to harm all of their players' reputations, everyone's reputations. Like, your career could end because of this.
Fisher could have made grand finals and taken the title in Varsity Premier CS, but they were disqualified because of this.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they were first seed. They had arguably not an easy
so
path
all
to
of
the
their
bracket.
teams in NACE got disqualified?
Yep.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, NACE said that they did more research into it, I guess. So, here's their member sanction. And they said that they found bad behavior in other areas.
In other games. They didn't really elaborate.
There was no elaboration. I think Fisher College has just, for many people, always kind of been one of those schools that everyone's kind of squinted at and
sort of hated
what's going on?
Yeah.
So I mean, I try to give them the benefit of doubt when I can, but they have like 4 Overwatch teams in the top 10. And
That's
you have
ridiculous.
to wonder, where are you getting this manpower?
Where are you getting this manpower and resources, right?
Yeah. And so I mean, it's always been a school that everybody's known about, for good or for bad, and I think that, I mean, if they're finding stuff on them that's getting them disqualified multiple times, right? Because they've gotten banned from like multiple Rainbow Six leagues now.
Oh, wow.
So which means they've done it multiple times. I think at that point you have to accept that this is fair to everybody else involved.
Yeah,
like, your teams did this. Yeah, these are the consequences.
Yeah, and as a player, you're representing the Fisher org, so you're tied to them. Things that you do impact them, and things that happen to the org impact you. So it's kind of like it goes both ways, and it's kind of like a mutual contract you sign, just not like sign, but you just like
an unwritten. Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of goes both ways. And unfortunately, the players are getting a little bit fucked up.
Yeah.
On the other teams, but it is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, as far as, the whole point of collegiate esports is to prepare you for the next level. That's the whole point of college is, you get an education, you get professional development. For the esports players, it's to help them go pro, or if they've already been pro, maybe help them figure out what to do. I mean, if they're still pro, maybe give them an education. So I think that Fisher hopefully realizes that this is just harming their students in the long run. This is not, because now their names are all associated with this.
Yeah.
That's going to really harm their chances to make it anywhere in professional esports. So I think the management really has to reevaluate and figure out what they want to do, because it's not always just about winning, right? In esports, it's about, competition and the rules around that, and especially in college, like I said, advancing to the next level. So I think that there's just a lot of reevaluating that needs to be done from that leadership team.
And also, I mean, this tweet got 330,000 views. Like, that's not just everyone in collegiate looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. This is a more broader thing. People outside of collegiate esports obviously take note. And it's it might not look good for just it looks bad for one school, right? But it also harms the perception of collegiate esports
Right,
in
it's harming
general.
everybody.
It does that, and it also, like, if somebody on the Fisher R6 team 3-4 years from now goes out and wants to become pro, and then they look back at Fisher, you search Fisher R6, the first thing that comes up is probably this.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it just puts such a bad light on for the next 5-10 years.
Yeah. So I think that's just, it goes to show you can't only focus on winning. You've got to focus on the competition as a
You
whole.
got to play by the rules, too.
Yeah.
It's probably the most important part, right?
Yeah.
Sometime we'll hope that Fisher gets their ducks in the order, but we'll see. We'll keep tabs on it. Surely this is not the first and not the last of Fisher news. Literally, because my producer pulled up another tweet. This was made just this morning.
Yeah.
Basically, they're just saying, the NACE decision wasn't fair. We are requesting that NACE reinstate Fisher as a member in good standing. They're just kind of complaining, saying, hey, give us our membership back. I would not put too much stock in this. I mean, NACE made the decision that they did. Obviously, you're stuck in between a rock and hard place, because if you're NACE, you're not just going to publicize everything that you found and drop a bomb on Fisher. But at the same time, what's the term? Great claims require great evidence, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going to ban an entire school from your competition, you better have some damn good evidence that everyone, or at least the majority of them, are in on it or complicit or something.
Enough of them that it causes doubt for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. So Fisher, they're just saying, get the target off our back. We're good boys. Please don't penalize us any more than we already have been. Obviously, we'll see if this goes anywhere. The appealing process, we have no clue how long it's going to take.
We
Fisher.
shall see. I can't imagine. I mean, the NACE board has to be so stressed about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
This is a lot of stuff to go through.
On a side note, their logo is awful.
Fish.
It's not even. Well, it's like
Bird.
a puffin. It's a puffin.
Fish
Oh,
bird.
it's a puffin.
Yeah, that's
never
my.
saw
That's
that.
my.
I thought it was
bird.
just random shapes.
Yeah,
That
Smash
makes more
players.
sense.
Smash players. I don't know why it would be a puffin. It's not like they're native to New England
Yeah,
or something.
that's why I didn't get it.
Well, no, they're falcons. Because they're the Fisher Falcons.
Is that a falcon?
Explain. That is not a falcon.
That
That
is
is
not
a
a
puffin.
falcon.
That is a grade.
Yeah.
Can we pull up a picture of a puffin really quick? I just need to confirm this. Puffin.
Yeah.
You tell me.
Yeah.
You tell me that Fisher's logo is not a puffin. Also, the camera went frozen. Never mind. We're
Okay.
good. We're
yeah,
good.
that's very puffin.
They are the Fisher puffins, which is honestly, you thought our
I mean, they're
mouse.
from Massachusetts. Are there puffins in
Hey, we're-
Massachusetts?
There are not. They
we're
are
the
not, bro.
Patriots, bro. We're not much better. Like I don't
Patriots.
Even, we're not an animal. We're just the Patriots.
Well, Patriots are clean. You know,
I mean, yeah,
Patriots.
but like I don't know.
At least we're not the 76ers.
True.
Like that's always
Yeah.
stuck out to me. Like that's a bad one.
My
you
brother's
know?
a 49er.
Like legitimately.
Yeah, no, he's not a 49er, but it's the Charlotte 49ers.
So that looks
Oh.
more like a falcon.
Maybe they just decided to give it the old mid 2010s graphic rework treatment and just completely remove any nuance from their logo. Die. Sorry, that's on me. So we're talking
Hi,
about Fisher
Tyler.
College. We have an unexpected guest, Tyler. He's just completely ruining this episode right now. I'm kind of just hurt. It's fine.
Anyway.
I don't really mind. Anyways, back
Anything
to the
else
news.
to speak on?
I don't want to talk about Fisher anymore.
I don't
want to
talk about Fisher either.
They don't deserve. They don't deserve my breath, the light of day. Let's keep it going.
Oh, NECC. Actually, Tyler might know a lot more about this, but the last time I heard of eFuse, it was because they did something wrong.
For those who are audio only,
Uh,
NECC. I don't know if that's Northeast Collegiate
Yeah, we don't-
Competition. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. We don't compete there.
There's so many acronyms in collegiate. Oh my
yeah, and
god.
they all end with C or have C in there
Uh,
somewhere.
Collegiate Cephalopod Association, Collegiate
Hey.
Carball Association, Collegiate League of Legends, Collegiate. It's too many.
Collegiate Call of Duty League.
I'm
or
just
something
waiting. I'm just
like
waiting.
that.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the monopolization of everything into just one standardized format, which will be horrible for the scene, but it'll make my life a lot easier. But anyways, NECC partners with eFuse to create the largest collegiate esports operator. So actually, we are seeing the beginnings of a monopoly. Maybe the beginnings of a merger. Some might even say.
I know, but this
I
is
have-
worrisome because, like I said, eFuse has not been known to run good
No,
events.
yeah, they got a bad rep in the community.
So yeah, Creator League.
Is this with
This
eFuse?
was the eFuse mess up, right? Yes, no. I don't know. It was something about crypto. There we go. eFuse. Yeah. So I'm not.
Oh,
That's why I'm saying like this does not look good for NECC. I don't know why they would enter this partnership. Sea Dog VA.
where do you
I
see?
know.
Oh.
I know him and Sapnap.
Sapnap. Oh my
Sapnap.
God.
Optic. Wow.
Sapnap,
So
NRG
they
Sapnap.
had some
CWVA
big
is
names.
yeah. By the way, the Creator League, yeah. So overall, it was just not great. It was very much scammy, and so I'm a little concerned for what this means, especially for CCA, which I know that we loved to compete in. Hopefully, is also not a scam. Yeah, blockchain technology.
3.3
C-Dog,
million views.
I love
That's
C-Dog V. I've been
insane.
watching for years.
I have no clue who he is.
Oh,
Is he from Virginia?
No,
Damn.
he's British, but he lives in Japan.
All right.
Yeah,
Power to
That's
him.
what the VA stands for.
voice actor.
Is that actually what it is?
Yes,
Oh.
because he's like a voice actor. He like started doing like voice covers of like different anime characters.
Oh, okay.
And he would do like
Hell of a
scam
living.
calls as the character.
And did he get? I'm assuming.
Well, it would be like he would get the scam call
oh,
and answer
then,
it as like an
as the-
anime
okay.
character.
So
or
he'd be
something.
trolling
yeah,
the scammers. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, Creator League was going to be a live stream game. This is the first time learning about this actually. Teams in the league were captained by elite creators such as Bella Port, Klitz, Snap9, a lot of other people who would promote the tournament to a combined 226 million followers on socials and entice them to purchase a $20 pass. Business as usual. However, the problem is that these $20 passes were connected to the Near blockchain, and it appears that the league's organizer, eFuse, which we have been discussing previously, never disclosed that to anyone. It turns out that many of the participating creators have a deep antipathy towards NFTs and crypto technology, which they consider to be an inherently scary business. So when you try and sell your $20 pass to 230 million people on a blockchain, you can imagine how that will pan out.
Yeah, so nobody's really happy. Like I said, I'm concerned for what this means for NECC, for CCA, for... Did they grab College COD? Was that the other
It's
one?
on there, yeah. College COD
Yeah,
and College Carball.
It's a little worrisome.
Second chances are great for some people. They're bad for another, group of people. But what matters is that they have it. Now this is their chance to make things right. Asterisk.
And if they do it wrong, I really
they
hope
do it wrong,
somebody
then
else picks
yeah,
up.
if-
Because CCA and College COD are not small leagues.
Yeah, no.
These are big deals in collegiate esports. So
Yeah, they are. Ride the hype train with us, Tyler. Stop being such a hater.
College COD is pretty big. Oh yeah, no, we're all hating. It's okay. Anyway, College COD is like huge. So like, anyway, yeah, I don't really like.
don't mess with this?
eFuse. No.
It'll be something to watch in the coming
Yeah.
in the coming time.
Yeah. It's like a train wreck. You can't look
Yeah.
away.
Wow. Apt. Really. So congratulations, merging in collegiate esports. Let's keep it going along. I don't really care about this anymore. Collegiate Overwatch player has been banned
Ooh.
for 30 days after saying 2 bad words that I've said on this podcast multiple times.
You've already said multiple
Yeah,
times today.
I've literally just dropped bombs, and I would get 30-day banned on Overwatch. A decision that will end his collegiate career as he will be unable to compete in his last tournament. Nah, man, make it right. Thank you, Jake Lucky. Cutting edge journalism. Is
fuck
that
that
RIT?
shit, bro.
Is that an RIT player?
No,
Okay,
that
it
is
looked like it.
Maryville. He has the McDonald's on. I know Maryville's sponsored by McDonald's.
Derpy.
Derpy. I know his name. Why do I want to say Maryville?
No F-bombs are allowed. Wow, everyone is mind blown at the decision. I'm mind blown
All
too.
I'm saying is if this was COD, bro, they'd
Oh,
be happy
UT
that they're
Dallas.
saying
Okay.
those words.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
it's not the greatest chat log ban. I'm really interested into why they are
Why are they singling out just this guy?
upholding it. And also, Blizzard customer support tweets have been off the walls recently. They have been very cutthroat to everybody.
Taking no prisoners.
Yeah, especially in Overwatch, they have been very, I don't know, almost vindictive. This is weird. Like, a lot of people swear in video games. It almost feels like this isn't, like, the whole story.
Yeah,
You know? Like,
yeah.
like nobody, I've sworn in Overwatch chat before. You know? Like,
Everybody
I've
says
sworn in
bad words.
Valorant chat before.
Isn't it rated like T for teens or something? Like you would
Something
expect.
like that.
I'm pretty sure that there's profanity in the game.
Yeah, and there's a censor bar. Like,
Yeah.
Overwatch censors it.
All I'm gonna say is can't take the heat out of the kitchen. Blizzard is out of touch. This is a ridiculous decision,
Yeah.
and this obviously I'm standing on my soapbox again, but like this should never be upheld in any
Yeah.
universe.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this doesn't feel right. Nobody else
Yeah.
has ever gotten this ban, and it doesn't make sense that it won't be appealed. So that's why I'm like, what else is going on that they will not appeal this?
No, exactly, because if they were to uphold this, that means they have to do it for every single person.
Yeah.
Which is probably half the players in
Yeah,
collegiate.
literally, boom. No, I wouldn't even say half. How many people do you know are in college who haven't said a single swear word?
Literally none.
Literally nobody.
And even in the professional realm, like,
It's just
so
a part
that's
of life.
why I'm like, F-bombs are not acceptable. Everybody has said them. So I'm like, something, like, this is weird. Yeah, I don't...
And it's not like they cited excessive. You know, I can understand you're sitting there in a game chat. You know, you're very toxic and you're just dropping f-bombs left and right. You know, on everyone, and that's different. But if you just say, you know, like once or twice, like who gives a shit? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm banned from Overwatch for 30 days, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that
My
shit,
bad.
bro.
This
Fuck that
is-
shit.
Nope, 90
I'm-
days for you.
Oh,
That's what I'm like,
can I get 30
this-
more?
This feels like it's not even the whole story, is what I'm saying. Like, something is so weird here. And
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that they won't be able to compete in
Yeah,
Uh,
imagine ending your
OWCS for their last time.
imagine ending your collegiate career like that. At least Jake Lucky's tweet got like 2 million views, and this has, you know, another couple thousand, right? So it's there is public support. It seems like everybody is on his side, wants to see this decision reversed. We'll see if Blizzard will budge or if they're just going to continue keeping their head in the sand. But this is I dare I say unprecedented. I don't really keep tabs on
Yeah, I
the
don't know,
collegiate
it's
Overwatch scene. It's
strange.
just
It's very strange.
I wouldn't expect this even out of Riot, honestly. Like, this is just a little bit too far into the line of like, hey, you
Bro,
said
he
something
had a
bad.
typo, bro. That's the worst part.
Can you
Now
shut
his
the
typos
F up?
all over the
F
internet.
off. Oh wow.
Just showing you lol.
This is just so weird.
Well, it says over the past 12 months, your account has been reported for your in-game communication many times. After reviewing those reports, we issued several silences and suspensions to remind you of our code of conduct and give you opportunities to correct the behavior. This suspension is the 8th penalty we have issued to your Overwatch 2 account. As mentioned,
That
that
is where
changes
I'm very
things.
interested. I want to know what the other 8 penalties were about.
we reviewed report chat for language that may be inappropriate and for chat that might otherwise be considered harassment/disruptive, even if swearing is not involved. Multiple different players in your matches submitted multiple reports over a period of days. Those have been reviewed for inappropriate language and/or harassment. Okay, so it's a pattern. Again, maybe it crosses the line into being excessive. But at the same time, like it's a video game. Who cares?
Yeah, I
Get
think
a
that
life.
if you're going to punish, like, inappropriate language, there's better things to punish language-wise than
Yeah, you could
Swearing.
spend that time to fix your game
Yeah.
what I'm
Um,
saying.
instead
Do
of
something
Why is
productive with your
Venture in
budget.
comp right now? Venture should not be in comp right now.
Boy, are we talking into the Overwatch meta?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I
but
didn't even know that was a character.
They got
Is that a map
released
or a
in the new
character?
season. Venture is a new character,
Okay.
first non-binary hero in Overwatch. They were released immediately into comp. This is something that Overwatch has never done before. And so you have people that will only pick Venture, and then they'll just do really, really bad. Or in the case of the Overwatch Gold Team scrims, you get your DPS who, can I play Venture? Can I play Venture? Can I play Venture? Can I... We are not allowed to play Venture in OWCCS this weekend. Can I play Venture? Can I play... No.
Like talking with a brick wall.
Yes. And we are like, no, you can't play Venture.
Yo, name and drop him. I know you want to. Kidding, don't. That'd be
Dennis,
bad.
this one goes out to you.
hate that guy.
You know, I always
I
dap
love
him
you,
up.
Dennis.
I always
But
dap
we
him
can't
up
play Venture this weekend.
every time I cross my fingers so that it doesn't mean anything. Because I'm Dennis's biggest hater.
I love Dennis. I'm a Dennis supporter, but we cannot play Venture this weekend. So yeah, I think the mistake was allowing
it real
Venture
with
in
him.
comp. I'm gonna be so honest.
I was going to install Overwatch 2 yesterday and actually play it, and then I looked at the reviews on Steam, and I'm like, maybe I should stay clear of it for now. So that was the reviews literally just dissuaded me from playing Overwatch. I had a legitimate urge to play Overwatch, and then I didn't want to sit through the 50 gigabyte install time and the
That
bad
game
community.
is fun when your entire team is but the moment that you start to solo queue or even like duo queue, it just becomes worse and worse, and it's just I don't know. It's hard to play that game a lot over other games, so it's like I don't know.
Well, why would I play Overwatch when I play Counter-Strike?
I think it's time to move on.
No, I need to
I
keep
don't know about that one.
addressing unapproved peripherals on consoles.
Oh,
So this is like using KVM on Xbox or something?
that's funny.
Is that like not
That's
allowed?
something I would do. That is so
I mean, Xbox-
interesting. I have not heard about this. Huh.
And this is like an official, like on the Blizzard website type deal.
Yeah.
This is interesting. I
huh.
used to be a Destiny player, and Destiny was crossplay. So you would have people on keyboard and mouse
So
and
is
controller
Overwatch.
Yeah.
in the same games. But in Destiny, the aim assist was so broken that it was actually better to be on controller. Like it
Damn.
was actually so broken. And then there was like people playing on KBM and stuff like that. And it's just I know R6 had a really bad KBM
Yeah.
time a while
Yeah.
ago.
Overwatch is crossplay, but not like in competitive. You like if you're on console,
yeah.
you queue into other console players. But it's like but we've scrimmed on Gold Team. We've skimmed. We've scrimmed against console players
Okay.
who have the aim assist and stuff. We found that keyboard and mouse does do better on Overwatch, even if you have aim assist. But yeah, there is a level of crossplay, but it's not like in normal lobbies. So I guess that would make sense that if you're hooking up a keyboard mouse and you're only queuing into controller players,
Yeah, maybe not the
it's
fairest
maybe
fight,
not the
right?
most
As
ethical.
a Smash player, I think the controller is fine as long as it's not putting in the inputs for you.
Yeah.
If it's just a controller, which keyboard and mouse is a type of controller, it's how you control the game.
Yeah.
I think it's chill.
Yeah, I think
Like, I
it
don't
comes
think it's
down to
that
like how
crazy.
much aim assist you're getting and movement. Because I've tried to play Overwatch on Switch. Those movements are awful. It's
Yeah.
so bad.
Okay, well that's on Switch.
So-
Probably only like 20 FPS too.
It ran fine. It was literally just awful.
720p, 30 FPS.
You can't.
Dim.
I could only play Moira because you can't aim.
Oh boy, that sounds
I tried Overwatch.
Wait, didn't you play Moira? Who played
just
Moira
sounds awful.
in the leadership?
That
position?
would be me. I gotta play
Yeah,
the
that was
game.
sad. I think that was you.
I gotta
right?
play the game. Never forget.
There's
it's
a lot
clipped.
of people on leadership that are Moira one tricks, and I think that is.
I'm just gonna
bad.
where it's gonna happen again. I'm gonna play Overwatch against you. I'm gonna tell you to press tab. I'm gonna be triple your kills. Just
Or
wait.
just pick Wrecking Ball.
No, I cannot.
Nah, I'm
pick
a
Wrecking
Ball
Ball
man.
is different now. They reworked him.
Again?
Winton.
He can now share shields with people on the team.
What?
What a change.
Dude, that game just makes changes, and I never think that they're good changes. Every time I hear about them, I'm just like, why did they do that? I've
It's
never
okay
had
because
it
doesn't make
Arisa is
sense.
still meta.
Meta.
Arisa is still meta. Anyway, we should move on.
Yeah, I'm kind of over. Oh, I already talked about this.
Wingman.
Wingman Warriors, 317 views, April 28th. Sign up below. Did he even put the link below? Can you scroll a little bit? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, basically Wingman Warriors. We got one registered team. It's my boy Rodri. He's a goat. He's showing up with his friend. You guys, if you're interested, show up as well. It's gonna be a fun day. Community servers, best of threes, lots of competition, lots of fun, and a winner takes all prize pool. I'll stop glazing my own tournament. Justice knocked it out of the park with this graphic, by the way.
Yeah, I saw him working on it. Dude,
He is a
yeah.
magician with it,
that
dude.
guy's a
I don't
magician,
get it.
Bro. I don't get it.
So yeah, show up. We need the support. If you like Counter-Strike, show up. It's literally $5. I will cover your entry fee if it matters that much to you. Just let me know. I just want you to show up and have a good time and have some good competition. So that's my plug for Wingman Warriors. Hopefully you can show up. At the very least, compete. Maybe come out and watch. Support. Cast. We need all hands on deck. It's going to be a great Sunday.
Yeah.
That is all I got for Wingman Warriors. With that being said, maybe one or two more things we want to cover, and then we'll get our asses out of here. Bam. Riley Testa, the developer. Oh, okay, so this is the GBA emulator. Delta, the free Nintendo emulator, launches on Apple App Store. Riley Testa, the developer behind GBA for iOS, launched a new Nintendo emulator weeks after Apple adjusted its App Store policies, allowing retro game emulators on the storefront. You can now play Game Boy Advance games on your iPhone. I'm going to be downloading this immediately after this
Yeah,
episode.
I
There-
think I want to play Pokemon Red.
This is fun, but they're playing a dangerous line doing this with Nintendo.
Nintendo will
Nintendo-
find you.
Yeah.
Hates emulators.
Oh, I know.
Like, notoriously, and then this is just, like, the worst for
This
them.
is literally walking up to their office, knocking on their door, and saying, "Hi, I'm emulating your game. Sue me,
Literally
please."
All of them, by the way.
Yeah. At the very least, you gotta admire the balls. Is that a DS emulator as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that's N64, DS, and
It's
Game Boy.
I'm
everything.
assuming it's probably even more than that, too.
Holy shit! I might play Pokemon. Oh my god! I might have to. Yeah, I'm downloading. What is that
Anyway.
called? What is that called?
Delta.
Delta? Yeah, I'm downloading.
I'll let y'all know how it goes.
Yeah, you're actually getting a season desist in the mail right now. It's
Let's
it's in
go!
your inbox.
Yeah, this is just an
what I've always
elaborate
wanted.
scheme by Nintendo to figure out who downloads the emulators.
Yeah, honestly, I would not be surprised. Eighth
Hey, I have a
dimensional chess by
Pokemon emulator
Nintendo.
on my computer too. Let's be so honest.
Yeah, it's
Don't
not
hate
hard.
the player,
I-
hate
Again.
the game.
I have the worst offense. I have a Melee copy emulated on my computer. They hate that.
Yeah, dude, that's two birds with one
You
stone.
have to
They hate
import
Melee,
your
they have
own
emulators.
games?
Yeah, you have to find the ROMs yourselves, but it's
Yeah.
not hard.
No, it's not.
So much work.
All I'm going to say is piracy. Again, it's the solution to everything. Don't take me at my word for it. I did not say that. Food for thought.
Anyway.
Ah ha ha. Nervous laughter when we are supporting
And I
piracy.
think that was is that the last tweet thing that we have?
Yeah, I think that's
believe
about it. What,
so.
is there anything else? There's one more tab I see.
That was when we searched up the Fisher logo.
Search
right?
it up. Okay, yeah, Fisher. What fools?
Puffin.
The Fisher fools. That I did their work for them.
I do like one of their Overwatch teams is the Fishermen.
That's
I think
pretty
that's
good.
kind of funny.
Wait,
pretty
that's
good.
kinda
They
good.
kind of
Yeah,
ate
yeah.
with that,
I'll give
TBH.
it up.
Well, another day, another podcast, another Fisher controversy coming out. I guess we'll wrap up here. Not much else really to report on. A very successful episode, as always. Thank you guys again for coming on. Is there anything you want to let your people, you are the president now of GME Esports, anything you want to let the community, the people, your mother
no,
know?
hold on. I got 3 weeks.
Hey, whoa.
I got 3
No, I
weeks.
was getting to you. I hadn't
He
forgotten
said you're the
about you.
president now.
Oh, well,
I got 3
a slight
weeks.
Freudian slip.
In the people's
I can't
minds,
believe this.
In the people's
In the people's
minds.
mind, I've already moved on. Like, I'm kind of over this.
No, the only thing is this is the last BMS that I will be running, that Nash will be running, that Gio, our melee manager, will be running.
Oh, is he out of here?
Yeah, all of us are seniors. Nick is also graduating.
Oh
Or,
my
I'm not
God.
a senior, but
You'll be
I'm
president,
moving.
yeah,
So
yeah.
literally all of the Smash leadership
That is fucked.
is moving out of the scene.
So it's like a last big hurrah kind of.
Yeah, so this is the last BMS with this lineup of people, and the BMS's the last few semesters have been actually insane,
They are.
and I'm proud of the team for doing it, and I'm definitely gonna cry later. Because I actually almost cried writing, I was just writing guys, I want you to apply for Smash Manager, blah 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 blah, and I'm just like, thanks for all the memories and everything.
Yep.
Oh.
Like in the Smash community,
Very
I almost
sentimental.
cried writing
Wholesome.
that, bro.
That's insane.
Tonight it's gonna be a
Hey,
Yeah.
ball sesh.
that's the beauty of a ball session.
Okay,
You know what? I think that is a great place to end this.
Yeah, good shit,
The
President.
ball sesh experience.
The ball, yeah. Okay, that's insane. I didn't even. Good job,
that's
President.
on me. That's on me.
No, it's okay. We all know it's on you. Oh, yeah, the ball sesh
Grayson, you be at the
PowerPoint.
ball sesh later.
Yeah, I'll be there. Be
I
there,
bet.
be square, right? No, but coming in every Friday for the past year and a half, and it's just smash. I hear that damn speaker in the background every 3 seconds. It's pretty infuriating, but it's special. It's the
something
community.
so cool to be a part of, and I'm glad that next semester I can be a part of it on the player side rather than on the management side, because the management side is fun, but it gets old.
At the end of the day, you want to compete. It's a tournament
Exactly.
for a reason. I feel you.
And just being part of the community, that's so amazing to be a part of. So
Well, Kara, I know you had something you wanted to say. You want to
Oh,
take the.
I ain't done yet. I got 3 more weeks.
Yep. Write it out. It's like ending on a high note.
Yeah.
It's gonna
It'll
be
be
great.
good.
It's gonna be great. We got big things cooking for the last few weeks. But I guess we'll call it there.
Yeah.
We'll call it wraps. Thank you guys again for coming on. It was a wonderful episode. Thank you for delving into your
of course,
former and upcoming presidency,
thanks
your
for
experiences.
thanks for reaching out the other day about it.
Yeah, the other day. You mean this morning?
Yeah,
At-
thanks
That was the
for
joke.
inviting me in here.
Yeah, you literally were walking
Like
by
30
3
minutes
minutes
before,
before.
yeah.
We totally are prepared to know exactly what we're doing every single
Hey,
episode
but
for
it's
sure.
good content. So
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm not pressed. Thank you, GME Esports, for making this happen week after week. Thank you, Aiden, for producing. Thank you, Derek, for being a hand behind the scene. Thank you, Chris, for being awesome. And Lauren for being awesomer, because Lauren is better than Chris. I stand by my word. You guys have a great Friday. Tune in next week. Show up to the last BMS of all time and show up to Wingman Warriors, because we need the support. Thank you all, and have a great Friday.
Bye.
Peace.